What's up, guys? C.A.S.T back at it again, bro. Veil of Secrets, Chapter 2. Let's just hop right into this. Chapter 2 Unveiled. So the bride, Kate O'Malley, vanished on the day of her wedding. Just so recap, we got invited to college friend after like I guess 6-7 years of being in the real world. She invited us to her wedding, so we're attending. Haven't seen her since we graduated, and it's the day of her wedding, and she never showed up. She's MIA. Couldn't find her in the dressing room, so we're gonna have to see what happens. Can't blame them for thinking that though. The bride running off on her wedding wouldn't be the first time that happened. That's not what happened here. And how do you know that? Because I knew Kate. I had to play the music just a little bit because honestly, the music in here is actually really good compared to the music in High School Story and even other books. Like the music's just very sitting for the tone. So honestly, I do want to leave the music on, but it's not going to carry across the best with the audio. So I'm going to have to leave it off, guys. But if you do want to play it yourself, the music is actually pretty sitting for the tone. Very ominous, very thriller-like. It's just great. You stand in the lavish hall as guests mill about the room uneasy, murmuring to one another. It's been almost 30 minutes, and there's still no sign of Kate. Kate's brother Finn stands next to you, brow furrowed. I don't like this. Something's wrong. Definitely. Kate can be a little flaky, but she would never miss her own wedding. You saw her last night, right? How was she? I would tell him the truth. It is his sister. She seemed off. Something was clearly bothering her. She tried to tell me, but Tanner showed up and practically dragged her away. Do you think she was having second thoughts? I mean, like, there's really no point for me to lie because, like, I don't know anyone, and this is her sister. You know, there's no point in dodging the question. It's like it's family. You got to tell them the truth. Maybe it could have just been cold feet. I don't know. It seems like she's been struggling to adjust to all this. Still, I can't square just her just bailing on everyone or everything at the last minute. I swear to God, if something happened to her. The grand doors at the end of the room swing open, and Tanner storms in, followed by his father. A petite, pinched-looking woman rushes over to them from the corner. You assume it to be Tanner's mother. Well, did you find her? We searched the whole mansion, Margaret. There's no sign of her. She's gone. She really's run off? How disappointing. Disappointing? More like ungrateful. How could she do this to me? Okay, Bryce. I mean, that's not Bryce. Tanner. That was not the right thing to say. You obviously don't love her based on that. I told you, bro. Go roll around in the trash all you want, but don't bring a. Oh, gosh, that's rude. Jeez Louise. Tanner, something must have happened. You know, okay, she's incredibly loyal. She never just run out on you, not like this. Every dog's loyal until the day it bites you. Lord have mercy. No stops. First trash, now a dog, bro. These backhanded insults. Like, is this a Massachusetts thing? Like, Jesus. Like, oh my gosh. That's ridiculous. Honestly, I'm not sure anymore. My Kate would never do this. Exactly, she wouldn't. But what if someone got to her? You're saying that she thinks she was kidnapped? Oh, please. It's nothing. And that's when they're not obviously out of their depth. With Kate bringing, whoa, okay, chill out, don't disconnect me. This must seemed overwhelming. We're not getting anywhere this way. Let's talk things through logically. Who was the last person to see Kate? I saw her this morning in the dressing room getting ready. When was that? Must have been, I don't know, 3 hours ago. No one's seen her since. Everyone stares at you blankly. Flynn shakes his head, obviously frustrated. No one seems to have seen her since. Just then, the door pop swings open. Grant walks in, pocketing his phone. Just got off the phone with the police. They should all. We should all sit tight until they get here. The police? Are you serious? You called the police because of this? She's missing, Bryce. If something happened to her. Of course, Mr. Emerson would never miss a chance to capitalize upon his family's embarrassment. Are you serious? That's got nothing to do with this. Not cool, Grant. Not cool. Bro, she's missing. Like, come on now. Well, since Grant has assured we'll all be sequestered for some time, shall we make ourselves a bit more comfortable? I'm sure everyone's nerves are a bit frayed. The staff can serve cocktails in the parlor. The guests start shuffling off to the parlor, muttering about the turn of events. You linger behind. Did everyone, with everyone out of the way, I might be able to turn up a sign of what happened to Kate. I'll bet one of the guys would be willing to help me. Uncovering clues, now I'll help you unravel the mystery of Kate's experience, and you'll get some alone time with a sleuthing partner. Do I gotta pay for this? Yeah, I gotta pay for that. Again, guys, only second book, bro. Only the second book. You guys are missing out on too much. Might be a couple clues that you don't find, but you know, we're fine. We're still good. We're still Gucci. We're still Gucci. You head to the parlor, and Grant Flynn follow you. Pierce checks his phone and then nods. I think we can expect the police to arrive any minute. Good. We'll need them to ascertain whether anything valuable has been misplaced. Seriously? Mother, I hardly think Kate's capable of that. Really? I'd assume someone with her background knows her way around a pawn shop. That's enough. One more word about my sister, you're gonna like everything with this dude is crazy. Ooh, feeling feisty, jailbird? Care to add an assault charge onto the day? I'm sure that will help your family's cause. This dude is relentless, bro. Legit, everything he said is just like he's just roasting folk, bro. He stay in the butcher shop in the smokehouse, bro. Oh my gosh. Everyone's getting the smoke from this dude. It's ridiculous. And he doesn't even try. It just like he just does it naturally. Bryce starts to turn away. Then the last second, whoa. He swings a sucker punch at Flynn's face. Flynn stumbled back, stunned. What the? Oh, it's on. He lunges forward, plowing into Bryce's gut with the shoulder. The two tumble to the floor, sending chairs flying. I'm going to let it happen, bro. I want to see who wins. I'm guessing this goes back to a little further than this morning. Definitely. Bryce has been, well, Bryce for years. I hate to say it, but my money's on Flynn. Brawling comes naturally to his sort. Bryce, stop this at once. You are a sterling. Grant rushes in, pinning Bryce's arm against his back and dragging him away from Flynn. Get off me. I almost had him. Sure, you mean you almost had my fist down your throat. Okay. Okay. Well, I think the app kind of froze up, so I'll be back in a sec. All right, got the issue sorted out. The app just kind of freezes up every so often. You just gotta close it and then reopen it. You're back in business. Just before Bryce wrestles him free, the door swings open. 3 police officers walk in. Flynn takes a step back, obviously skittish. Bryce clears his throat and brushes himself off like nothing happened. One of the cops, a heavy-set, middle-aged man, steps forward. All right, folks, everyone calm down. We're going to take care of everything from here on out. I'm Chief Tommy Walsh. These are my deputies, Jeff Duffy and Naomi Silverhawk. Hey there. Ooh, okay. All right, Naomi. You do your thing. Good to see you, Tommy. Thanks for coming by. All right, you already know that Tommy's in the pay book, the way that they're introduced. No problem, Pierce. Anything from my old pal from the Sterlings. Little wedding drama here. It seems our bride caught a case of the last minute jitters, nothing to be alarmed about. Yep, definitely in the pocketbook. Jitters, please. She bounced harder than the checks her. Jeez. Oh my lord. He just came like with the whole freaking notepad full of insults, bro. Uh, oh my lord. Do you have any evidence to indicate that? A note or a text, prior pattern of behavior? No, she didn't leave anything like that. As far as I knew, she was excited about the wedding. We were. We were happy. What? Then why do you think she would run away? Duffy, did I ask you? Did I ask? Did I say you could ask questions? No, sir. And keep your mouth shut. Yes, sir. Pierce leans in, speaking to the police chief in a commissary tone. Uh, this really is a molehill, Tommy. I'm sure Kate will turn up. There's no need to draw any more attention here to her regrettable behavior. Understood, Pierce. We'll head out and let these lovely folks enjoy their cocktails. Are you serious? You're just going to leave? Kate could be in trouble. Duffy can't speak because he's like the punk. Tommy's in the paybook, so we'll have to do Silverhawk. Naomi Silverhawk. I think Deputy Silverhawk made a great point. Kate has zero history of kind of behavior, and we spoke just last night. If she was getting cold feet, she would have told me. That does sound suspicious. With all due respect, Chief Walsh, we should at least look around, talk to the guests. Tommy glares at her. What I mean to say is, I'm sure you agree that all the Sterlings deserve our best work. Oh, of course they do. In this instance, I think that means ruling out foul play. Chief Walsh signs, rubbing the bridge of his nose. What do you think, Pierce? Might be nice to get everyone's mind at ease. Pierce glances at Margaret, gives a tiny clipped nod. I'm sure our guests would be more comfortable knowing exactly what happened and what didn't. And of course, you're already searching the house. I'm sure you won't mind helping ensure that nothing of value has been stolen or anything. Good point, Margaret. To think, you're ready to call Kate your daughter with the what a joke. I don't see anything remotely funny about this situation. Turns on her heel and glances away icily. Officers, I suppose you better get started. You're the man. Move. Walsh, Silverhawk, and Duffy fan out to begin to look around, questioning guests. Once they're gone, Flynn practically collapses onto a nearby sofa, rubbing his jaw with a wince. You sit next to him. You're hurt. Yeah, it's nothing. I say you should see the other guy, but I wouldn't want the subject to go to that again. I'll let him handle it. He's a grown man. I gotta say, I was pretty satisfied seeing you tackle the jerk on the floor. What can I say? I forgot. I didn't read the last part. A few minutes later, the deputies return, gathering at the front of the room. All right, people, we're clear to go home. You're clear to go home. That's it. But you just got here. I'm sorry, but we haven't turned up any evidence to indicate. What about Kate? What about Kate up and disappearing? That's pretty strong evidence to me. We'll have to wait 24 hours before filing a missing persons report. Walsh policy. If you want to see her before then, why not start your private investigation in some of the bars around town? I don't appreciate your tone. You're speaking about my fiance. Oh, right. Sorry about that, Tanner. I just meant I'm sure she's safe and sound. Tommy raises his eyebrow and mouths touchy to Deputy Duffy as he lumbers toward the door. We'll do a quick search of the grounds and then be on our way. You turn to Flynn, whispering, if they're not going to do their jobs, I will. You sure? I know he seems like a useless oaf, but in this town's so small, the police chief has some serious pull. It almost hurts me to say it, but I don't want to make an enemy of Tommy Walsh. I'm a journalist, remember? I know how to dig up a scoop without upsetting the wrong people. And step one is trusting your nose when something smells foul. All right, so we're on the investigation, bro. A little bit detective work. You notice Pierce Sterling, a glass in his one hand, surveying the room as you spot him. You approach him. You must be so worried about Tanner. Tanner will be fine. Sterling men don't let themselves get bagged down in emotional twaddle. Though I'm not sure we've met. You are Kate's best friend from college, Blade. And I take it you have no idea where your dear friend is today. Of course not. If I did, I would have said something. I was actually hoping I could help fill in the picture for me. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. Last I heard, she was planning to follow through with her promise to marry my son. Now she's gone. Of course, I told Tanner this ludicrous fairy tale of his would never work, but my son isn't always practical. Practical? What's that supposed to mean? I'm sure your friend Kate has many qualities to recommend her. Tanner must have seen something in her after all. But to swim in the waters where Sterling swim in, the usher is to usher this family into the next generation, that takes the right upbringing. Silly old me. I thought marriage was supposed to be about love. He glares at you, jaw set tight. It's been a long day. I'm sure you were all tired. If you'll excuse me, I have some business to attend to. I'm getting some white privilege vibes right now. But we'll leave that right there. Don't let me keep you. I'm sure it's much more important than trying to find out your son's missing fiance. There is so much passive aggressiveness and backhanded insults in this book. It's ridiculous, but it's so setting for this. Oh, it's amazing. He narrows his eyes at you, face reddening, but says nothing. A few minutes later, Scarlet saunters over to you. Are you adorable, Blade? Getting into your big city reporter mode. The only thing I'm trying to do is find what happened to my friend. Isn't it obvious? Enlighten me. Here, I'll even write you a headline. Low rent climber realizes she doesn't have what it takes to be top of the ladder. Scarlet. Why are you always so mean? Mean? I call myself realistic and honest. I don't know what truth you think you're telling. The one where Kate couldn't cut it and bolt it. I mean, hello. Just before the ceremony, she was off at the edge of the property, chatting away on her cell phone, like she had nowhere else to be. Sterling Material would know better. Wait, what? Where was she? Did you talk to her? Over by the woods. And no, I didn't talk to her. She acted like I wasn't there. Like whatever she was talking about was so much more important than her maid of honor. Did she seem upset or scared? I just told you. She seemed like she was ignoring me. Why would I wait around like some kicked dog after that? Why didn't you say something about this earlier? Maybe because nothing happened? Kate was trying to get attention. For one, I am not going to play with her little drama queen game. I can't believe you. This could be a lead. You run outside to Deputy Silverhawk and getting into her squad car. The officers seem to be already left. Wait, Deputy, I've been investigating and... You've been investigating? I'm a reporter, and Kate's best friend, and honestly, I think I have a lead. Please stay so you'll look into it. Chief Walsh, in his infinite wisdom, has decided that we should... How did he put it? Steer clear of this pile of... Let's pretend he didn't finish that sentence with manure. Let's pretend he finished that sentence with manure. But you'll hear me out, right? She sighs, glancing over her shoulder down the drive. Fine, but be quick. I'm really not supposed to be here anymore. I just found out Kate was talking on her cell phone right over before the wedding. I'm sorry. How's this a lead? She was all the way out there, right at the edge of the woods. We're talking minutes before the ceremony was supposed to start. You point to the spot Scarlet mentioned. I dare you to tell me that doesn't seem strange. It certainly is unexpected. Did you search that area? Maybe she left something behind. No, we stuck much near to the property. But I'm really not sure what you expect to find, and Walsh expects me back at the station. If it turns out we could have done something to help her and we didn't, well, I don't know about you, but I don't think I'd ever stop regretting it. Deputy Silverhawk glances out at the grounds, momentarily lost in thought. You have a point there, and last thing I need is more regrets. So you'll help me? Chief Walsh specifically said that this investigation was closed, but if it listened to everything that guy told me, I'd still be a waitress back in Wyoming. Come on, let's go check it out. Two of you walk toward the thick forest at the edge of the manor grounds. I'm Blade, by the way. You extend your hand and she shakes it. Pleasure to meet you, Blade. Naomi Silverhawk. You inspect the area where the grass gives way to the woods. It looks woodsy. Kind of what you expect, I guess. Wait, see that? Naomi points out a broken branch. A bush set next to it is in total disarray, like someone fell into it. You take a closer look. Whoa, check this out. That's a big print, almost certainly a man's shoe, foot, or boot. Naomi stomps down over for a closer look. It's fresh too, can't be more than a few hours old. Do you think whoever did this kidnapped Kate? Could be, but it almost have could be a gardener or a wedding guest. Thunder booms in the distance. You look up at the angry clouds rolling overhead. Storm's calling, coming in. It'll wash away the trail. Does that mean? It means we better hurry if we're gonna before it's gone. She heads into the woods. You follow her, pushing around the undergrowth. Can't imagine Kate would be out here in her wedding gown, or really ever. She knows never the outdoorsy type. No? What about you? I'd rather be in the city. Nothing against nature. I just prefer the bustle. Really, all the noise, the crowds. That's the best part. It's alive, you know. Sometimes I swear I feel the beat of the city right here. Place your hand on your heart. The way you put it, it actually sounds pretty amazing. I've never really been into a big city. Never. You should experience New York at least once, deputy. It'll change you. Yo, we already kicking off to the right start, bro. She's already been smiling quite a bit in these past few panels. Well, you definitely do a good job of selling it. And please call me Naomi. Naomi stops to kneel down. After a second, she turns to you, smiling. See that? Another footprint. Wow, you're amazing at this. I would never have noticed that. I spent a lot of time outdoors as a kid. A flash of lightning rips across the sky, followed by a loud clap of thunder. Within seconds, you're in a downpour. That came way faster than I expected. I can barely see in this rain. Let's try to find somewhere that's a little bit more sheltered. Naomi trudges forward and stops and points, shouting out where have been, shouting to be heard above the pounding rain. Over there, a cabin. We can wait in the storm in there. Best chance of picking up the trail later. Last chance to get closer to Naomi and stay in Kate's trail. Bro, you already know I made this choice, bro. The two of you run towards the cabin. Up close, it's clear that it's been abandoned for some time. Naomi knocks on the door. When no one responds, she tries the handle. The door creaks open. The two of you run inside. Inside, it's totally empty, except for a few shriveled stumps of logs in the stone fireplace. You're both shivering from the rain. Whose cabin do you think this is? I think this is the Sterling land. Maybe the outpost for the gardener, or maybe some Sterling ancestor's private getaway. Spot a pile of firewood in the corner of the cabin. Looks like the wood's dry, and there's some old newspapers here that we could use as a kindling. How funny. We're using my newspaper for kindling. They're using my newspaper for kindling. What are the odds? You work together to get the fire started. Soon it crackles to life. You both slump down the hearth, grateful for the warmth. Too bad we don't have any marshmallows. Next time I'll make sure to plan ahead. Fire warms you up some, but the cabin isn't insulated. The wind whistles through cracks and the walls, chilling you. My teeth are actually chattering. Mine too. Do I make moves that fast? Let's see what happens. Scoot over towards Naomi, pressing your body into hers. You feel her body tense for a moment, then ease into yours. Is this okay? It's nice, actually. You lean closer to her, side resting against hers. Outside, the rain beats against the cabin thin walls. I'm surprised I didn't get tased right there, bro. That was a risk. Looks inside. Looks like we're gonna be stuck here a while. She smiles playfully at you, flickering the flame of the fire, reflecting her soft brown eyes. Then I suppose we should find a way to pass the time. How about tell me something surprising about yourself? Surprising? Do I press my luck, bro? Do I press my luck? I'll play. No, I'll actually tell something surprising. I actually made it all the way to the brown belt. I even won a few tournaments. So you're saying you've got my back if things get hairy? You know it. See, you can't push your luck with the flirting stuff. I mean, I already made some new good moves. Now I got to tone it back a little bit. All right, now it's your turn for me to ask you questions. I suppose it's only fair. Um, whether you miss your life back home, desperately. Why'd you come here then? Honestly, I was just burnt out back there. I've seen some things. I wanted to get away from all that. I'm sorry, Naomi. Not your fault. But now it looks like all I did was trade my own drama for the Sterlings. Better as a spectator though, am I right? Oh, definitely. The fire started to die down. Naomi shivers next to you. Throw your arm around her. Sighs softly, snuggling her body close to yours. This is nice and unexpected. The unexpected things are always the nicest. After a few seconds, Naomi slips her hand into yours, leaning back all away silently to gaze up into your eyes, you down drawn to her. Then you realize that you can't hear the rain anymore, and you remember why you were here in the first place. Sounds like the rain has passed. We should probably keep looking for Kate. Of course. The two of you douse the fire and head for the door. Just before you leave, Naomi stops short. What is it? Look over there. Something's been carved into the wall. Step closer, pulling out her phone to snap a photo. Russian carvings. Okay. There's Russians in Massachusetts in the woods? Okay. All right, then. I don't suppose that you can read it. I wish I took Spanish. Like everyone. But the Sterlings aren't Russian, are they? Not as far as I know. So who carved this and why? I have no idea. For all we know, it has nothing to do with Kate's disappearance. The last of the rain clears off, and with one last glance at the strange carvings, the two of you head back into the woods. I think we lost the trail. You might be right. Hold on, there's something placed down here. Naomi jogs towards a muddy hillside. Be careful. Please, watch and learn. She slides down, almost gliding with athleticism. You hurry after her, but you can't match her grace. Luckily, she's waiting at the bottom to catch you. Okay, why don't we out for the Tough Mudder obstacle course? Do you smell that? It's exhaust. And those look like tire tracks. You kneel down next to the deep, fresh treads in the mud. They're fresh. They can't have been longer than an hour. Naomi, what is that? You point past her, past the tracks. Oh my God, it's... You rush past her where you spotted a scrap of white Tule. A peach florets at it, and edge stained with mud. It's wedding's veil. It's Kate's wedding veil. Ooh, so she did get taken. But if it's out here, right next to those strange tire tracks, then I think you were probably right up to be worried. I'm sorry, Blade, but I think your friend was been kidnapped. Dang. No words for that one, bro. I'm gonna have to stop for now. Gotta plug in my phone, get some more battery. But yeah, that is chapter 2. We're just gonna plow right through this story, bro. It's solid. It's super good. Catch you in the next one, guys. Peace.